and welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2 on the SEGA Dreamcast. I am one wild sheep yet again.
It's a space transporter. The destination has been set to... Ark? Wasn't that space colony shut down over 50 years ago? What's he doing up there anyway? Doesn't matter. It's my mission to find out what he's up to.
So this is the space colony Ark. I have to locate the central control room that Shadow mentioned before he left.
Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Lost Colony Zone. I love the stage. I love the idea of the stage. Basically, the stage is covered in darkness. And how do we get by? Well, we need to destroy as many enemies as we can. And that will temporarily light up the corridors that we are going through. I don't know, I love the idea of the stage. It's just such a novel concept for a level. And, a lot of people do not like this zone for this very reason, but I like it just because it changes things up and it gives you an excuse to go out of your way to destroy as many enemies as possible. Well, I say that, it gives you an excuse if you're not going for the A ranks anyway. But, yeah, I love the stage. It's such a fantastic idea, and it's one of those stages that's just pretty damn fun, all things considered. It has this ominous soundtrack. I don't know, I like it. I really do love this stage. It's definitely not my favorite shooting stage in this game. In fact, we will be getting to that. But, you know, it's up there. It's a pretty fun one, that's what I can tell you. But, yeah, I like it. Although one thing I will say about the Dreamcast version is the Dreamcast version is probably the most annoying iteration of this stage. Because, unfortunately, the Dreamcast version is pitch black. This is fixed a bit more in the battle version, where the actual lighting of the stage is actually a lot brighter, and then you get the HD port of Sonic Adventure 2, where the lighting gets increased again. And I don't know if it's intentional that they increase the lighting, because I have noticed whenever Sega do HD ports of things, usually the first thing to change is the lighting. Like, the lighting will always, in almost every single HD port they've ever made, always get modified slightly. Sometimes it's not that noticeable, sometimes it is. It's kind of weird, you know, like Sonic Adventure DX on the GameCube and on PC. The lighting is completely different to what it is on the Dreamcast. You know, folks, it's... Sega have they tend to do that a lot, I've noticed, with a lot of the HD remasters. By that I mean too, because I haven't really played the HD remaster of Jet Set Radio or anything like that. Why not? I'm not a big fan of Jet Set Radio. I know, that's like saying blasphemy if you're a Sega fan, but I never liked it that much. But, let's just continue moving onward, shall we? Basically, the HD versions are a bit brighter, so if you don't like the darkness on the stage, if you don't like not knowing where enemies are, even though it's still quite clear where enemies are going to be, just because they have giant glowy red lights on them, you know, you can always play the HD version. You can always play the GameCube version where they're slightly brighter, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But the whole, I don't know, I think the art style suits this band to be in pitch black. Because look, I just love the way the red lights look in the background, turning off and on again as you're going up this lift. I don't know, it's such a nice thing to look at. It's so pretty. What can I tell ya? What can I tell ya, indeed? But yeah, I like this stage, you know, yeah, that's all I'm really getting at. It's a pretty damn fun level. Although we do have a couple of instances like this where I'm not too fond of, where we're basically staying still, waiting till enemies are in sight and just shooting them. I don't know, these sort of, like, lift sequences I just find rather boring in the grand scheme of things, because you're just going up a lift. I mean, yeah, you're shooting things as you're going up the lift, but let's face it, you're going up the lift. You're not even moving left and right, you're just idle in one position shooting. Because, I don't know, I just find that to be really annoying level design. It bugs me. Ironically, that I also love the old beat-em-up games that have similar style lift sequences, but again, you don't move in that lift sequence, while in those old school beat-em-up games you do get to move in lift sequences, so I don't know. Either way, I like that stage. It wasn't the best stage in the world, but it was pretty damn cool, I tell you that much.
Piece of cake.
I've been waiting for you, Doctor. Now, I will show the glorious achievement of what the world's leading scientist, Professor Gerald, has created. The Ark was the first space colony created by mankind. Not many people know that the Ark contained a top-secret research facility where weapons of mass destruction were being created. This is one of them, a weapon capable of destroying an entire planet, codenamed the Eclipse Cannon.
Destroying an entire planet? Was this my grandfather's legacy?
But it's been deactivated for some time now. To reactivate it, large amounts of energy are necessary.
Oh, so that's why we needed the Chaos Emerald.
Exactly. To reactivate the machine, we need the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Once you have that, then you have the ultimate power of destruction to use as you please. And then, the world could be yours.
Sounds like a plan. I like the way you think, Shadow. I will get the Chaos Emeralds, use the machine to dominate the world and build a legacy
Do you
of
really
my own.
think it will be that easy? I've got a great idea. How about making a deal?
Deal?
When you grabbed that huge emerald, you said something about a reaction. A reaction that it may have with the Master Emerald. Now, if you could just let me borrow that radar, I may be able to help you. What do you
If
think?
I do, what's in it for me?
I have an idea where the other Chaos Emeralds may be. It may not look like it, but do you know that I am a treasure hunter that specializes in all kinds of jewels?
Very well.
Okay then, it's a deal. I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Rouge the Bat, but you can call me Rouge.
Having to come back isn't my idea of a vacation. How can you be sure your intelligence reports are correct? Why would the Chaos Emeralds be here on the island? Are you absolutely sure?
Well, believe what you want to believe.
Very well, very well. Let's discuss how we are going to do this. I will go in first and distract the military troops, allowing you to sneak in the base without being detected. Then, Shadow will enter the Ark, where he will set the timer on these dynamite packs. Once that is in place, we will blow up the whole island and get away before anyone has a chance to know what hit them. Meanwhile, you'll have to sneak into the parkway and grab the Chaos Emerald. That's a challenge for such a worthy treasure hunter as yourself, isn't it, young girl? We only have 30 minutes to pull this mission off, and we only get one try, so don't fail me.
Oh boy, it's time to blow up the military! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Weapons Bad Zone, and from the get-go, get 11 badniks and get a massive perfect score. And this is why I love this stage in particular. You can destroy so damn much. I don't know, I'm a sucker for destruction in games. If I have the ability to destroy shit, I'm usually content with the game, you know, ladies and gentlemen, and the stage is no different. I love just being able to destroy and demolish tons upon tons of of the military robots as Eggman, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, now we have access to the new larger Vulcan cannon, which will allow us to break iron crates as Eggman. I think Tails had a similar ability as well previously, unless I'm misremembering my hero run through, because it's been a good few days since I recorded that. Well, I say a few days, it's actually been about a week now, because I just had my bit of a YouTube break, you know, since then. But, I digress. Anyway, just continue moving onwards, and, you have to be pretty damn careful, actually, in this zone, because one thing I have noticed is, well, it's very easy to get... What's the word I'm looking for? Blindsided. There we go. That's the word. That is definitely the word that I'm looking for. It's very easy to get blindsided by badniks and by bad guys, so... Every now and then you're going to be making a jump and suddenly an enemy will come out of nowhere and he's going to boop you in the face. When he boops you in the face, you need to be careful because you will get a knockback. And if you get knocked back into the water, then it's like playing Castlevania and you will die, ladies and gentlemen. So basically the best... Obviously these segments you can run fast through without any problem, but the best course of action I would say is to just try and... not be too fast, you know, just go at a relative pace, you know, don't rush. It's kind of the same advice I gave you before in Eggman's playthrough as well, but just don't rush and you should get through the stage just fine. Like, look at me, I'm rushing right now, so as you can tell, my health is, like, non-existent. Although, if you ever do need to refill your health, if your health bar is in the red or really low, you can usually sometimes find, these balloons. Sometimes they will give you health upgrades. I don't know if this one does. No, it doesn't. But other times you'll also be picking up rings, and the rings is the best way to recover your health. The rings are your life, as per always. You collect a few rings, and your health bar will increase a great deal. However, you won't increase that much for each individual ring. So if you get hit by an enemy, you know, if a badnik hits you and whacks you and hurts your health bar and you lose your rings, chances are you won't get the full amount of health back that you lost from being hit by an enemy if you collect all the rings that you just dropped, unfortunately. So, there, you know, you do need to be careful. It's very easy to get killed in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Especially if you're playing like a dweeb like I am. Oh, for God's sake! You see, I would have been safe there if I just shot earlier and I didn't bother with the lock on. Oh boy. Actually, I probably would have been safe as well if I just didn't jump into the missiles the badniks shot at me, but you know. And yes, I know they're not badniks before I get people raging in the comments. I know they're technically military robots, but I've gotten into the habit of calling enemy robots badniks, so I'm going to call them badniks, even if they're not badniks. They're Eggman's equivalent of badniks. They're, goodniks. Goodniks. Yeah, I'm surprised Sega haven't actually used that. Oh my God, what are you doing? What? Game! Game! Why? That's just mean! What just happened? He pushed me into the ocean! Oh boy. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I'm surprised Sega haven't gone around with a sort of game yet where Eggman turns good and changes his badniks into goodniks. That would have been a bit of a funny play on words, methinks, but unfortunately, Sega never took that opportunity. Maybe in the future. You know, there's never say never in the Sonic series because, oh, for Christ's sake, the moving platform propelled me forward. Yeah, the stage can... Actually, I would argue this stage is Eggman's hardest stage. I would argue that. I always die in this level. The final stage with Eggman, I usually get through no problem. But this stage in particular, I always die in for some reason. Usually it's my own fault, but... Oh, Jesus. E-rank yet again. Oh, I'm so sad at myself. I could have done such a better job.
Okay, everyone ready? Shadow, Rouge, on with the show!
Oh, Sonic! I thought I'd never see you again! I'm so glad you made it!
Oh my God. Amy. Okay, first thing first. He's a different colour. Okay? He's a different colour. Second thing second, his hair, his spikes are how spiked up. You don't see Sonic in gel and going, do you? Not including a super form, of course, but then he's not golden! So, why do you think it's Sonic? Are you some kind of special woman?
You're not Sonic. Who are you? Dr. Eggman.
There's nowhere to hide. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. Come on, settle our lives. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I'll always be there for you. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. In the best and worst times, you can be my sweetest time of eternity.
Yeah, you should know the gist of this boss fight by now. Just whack the attack button until Tails dies. This is still just as easy as when you fought Eggman the first time. You just basically walk up to him, and I love this about Eggman's mech. If you're playing as Eggman specifically and you walk up to an enemy close hand, Eggman has a built-in boxing glove in his mech, so he punches enemies. I don't know, I just love that.
Better luck next time, Fox Boy.
I'm in position, Doctor. Tell me when.
There's been an unexpected delay on my end. There's no more time to waste. Set the timer for 15 minutes. Let's go, Rouge.
5 minutes should be plenty. Here I go.
Those words have been burnt into my brain as a child. 5 minutes should be plenty. Why have they been burnt into my brain? Because fuck this level, 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 fuck this level. I don't like this level. Oh my god. Now, the general rule of thumb in this level is we're going through the military base to find the Chaos Emeralds, as you'd expect. But a lot of the time, the Chaos Emeralds will appear in a bunch of crates, or in just some very obscure places in this zone. Now, whenever the Chaos Emeralds appear inside the saves that are inside this military compound, sometimes you will need to go up to the top floor to access a button to unlock said safe, otherwise you will not be able to gain entry, and it's just a pain in the ass to navigate. Like, the stage itself, in terms of size, it isn't that big, you know, it's very compact for the most part, so it's easy to find where everything is for the most part, but, oh my god, is it a pain in the ass to try and just maneuver in this area, because you have all these awkward angles where you need to jump across, you need to jump at very specific points in order to be able to climb up, and yeah, you do need to find rockets and stuff at points as well to even get up to higher floors, but it's just a pain in the ass to navigate. I don't like this zone at all. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare to go through. But the idea behind it's cool. I love the idea behind the zone. I just wish the level design suited the idea a bit more, because what you need to do is go up here and unlock each of the safes that are, you know, visible. Like right now, the Chaos Emerald is in a red safe that we saw earlier on. So what we need to do, we need to go to the red zone over here, push the button, and then go back down to the Chaos Emerald to, you know, to open up the safe and collect the goodies that are inside. You know, the idea behind this zone is solid. I love that, but just the stage itself is just no. The level design is terrible. And during the course of the zone as well, we have Eggman constantly going, "Rouge, what are you doing? Find the emeralds now!" And I'm just sitting here like, I'm trying, goddammit, Eggman. Why don't you go in here and find those damn Chaos Emeralds, instead of just blowing stuff up the old-fashioned way? In fact, why can't I blow stuff up the old-fashioned way anyway? It's just, ugh. And of course, that was the game screwing me over, because it actually wasn't in the safe, it was in the box. You know, it's stuff like that is why I don't like these hunting levels, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the point of the game where the hunting levels start to get on my nerves. You know, I've been pretty positive throughout the course of Knuckles' stages, with only alluding to the fact that later down the line I'm gonna hate the levels. No, now, from every hunting stage from this point, actually I would say from the last level onwards, I cannot play. I cannot stand playing them. I always skip these stages whenever I'm playing through the game a second time, because these stages are just flat out terrible. The level design are not fun to go through, they're not fun to explore, They give you arbitrary time limits for no goddamn reason. Like, if I don't beat this stage in the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna die, and I have to try and find a new reset Chaos Emerald, because the Chaos Emerald are Master Emerald pieces. Well, if you die during a stage, okay, they will reset. Their positions will reset. Now, any emeralds that you have collected up until this point, you will keep that. But let's say you're just about to get a Chaos Emerald, and this has happened to me before. Like, the Chaos Emerald, you were just about to touch it, then the timer runs out. As I'm about to touch the Chaos Emerald, the timer limit runs out. Bada bing, bada boom, I have to find it again. I'm just like, no, this isn't good level design. This isn't good game design, Sega. Oh, these stages are just terrible. I'm usually more of a calm and more chilled out person when it comes to bad level design and stuff in games. Like, I actually enjoy Shadow the Hedgehog, so that should tell you that much, but Jesus Christ. These stages I just can't get into. I cannot enjoy these levels at all. Like, the Knuckles ones are fine, but when you get to Rouge the Mat, I had a vendetta against Rouge the Mat when I was younger, you know? She used to be my least favourite Sonic character back in the day, and for good reason. These stages have put me off from the character, and I know the character's personality is a bit... I don't like the personality either, which doesn't help, but... You know, I used to despise Rouge the Bat. Every time I had a chance to play as Rouge the Bat, I had Vietnam War flashbacks, you know, ladies and gentlemen. She's not a fun character to play as, because these levels are just so poorly made. Again, the character herself, she's basically a female Knuckles, and I'm fine with the control and everything of it. It's just the level design to go with that character is crap. But I digress. I'm probably going to go into a similar rant, if not a bigger rant, when I get to her worst level, because this isn't the worst hunting level in the game. Oh no! We got a worse one coming up, so that'll be interesting. But I digress. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people, and I'll catch you all again. Bye!